Hi everyone, I'm Cathy Kim and welcome to Inside Buena Park. We're here again at the annual Buena Park City Hall and Police Department open house. So come with us as we check out the SWAT team, tour of the state-of-the-art Buena Park Police Department facility, the K-9 unit, patrol car rides, and much more on this edition of Inside Buena Park. On Saturday, June 16, 2012, the Buena Park City Hall and Police Station parking lot was a flurry of activity for the annual open house. The open house is a wonderful opportunity for the public to see the many activities of the police department and emergency services, as well as to have a chance to tour inside the police station, City Hall, and the new community center just completed this year. There were so many activities going on at the event, including demonstrations, SWAT team display, police dog visit, car drives, community booths, and so much more. At the pancake breakfast supported by the Buena Park Noon Lions, I met Mrs. Donna Bagley, who at 100 years old was one of the original supporters of the Buena Park Police Department back in 1953. So I'm sitting here with Donna Bagley, and Donna, tell us, what do you like about today's event?
About today's event? The citizens' reactions coming here, they feel closer to the whole city when they have visited this sort of an event.
Do you have any memories here at the police department that you can share with us?
I don't know. Of course, I have memories. I've known the police department since it was a volunteer thing. I've known every police chief from the beginning. I've been proud of our police department, and I have not seen that community center over there. But I could not imagine how they were going to convert that building into something. But I've been at the opening of everything here. Lived here for 63 years, and I've been a part of Buena Park. Buena Park's a part of me.
I met up with Chief Corey Sainez, and he gave a brief description of the day. So Chief, we were here last year. It was an awesome event again this year that you guys are putting on. Tell us, is there anything different this year?
It's about the same as last year. We have the SWAT truck and the CHP helicopter and police car rides and tours of our police department and also our city hall and our community center. And, there's just a lot of fun activities, and we have some entertainment here a little later. The fire department's going to be here as well, handing out little goodies for all the kids. And it's just an opportunity for, the community to come and spend some time with their city people and kind of get educated on what we do.
And speaking of the fire department, is the fire truck supposed to be here too?
It is supposed to be here. It's not here yet. They're probably out handling calls for service, but they'll be here.
Great, thank you so much. And I guess this kind of event brings the whole community together. Tell us what you like most about being interactive with the community.
Well, the community always has questions about, why we do things the way we do. And so this is kind of an opportunity for us to kind of reach out, educate them, demonstrate how we do things and give them literature on why we do certain things so they have a better understanding of the police department and what services we provide to them.
Thank you so much, Chief. We're standing here with Mayor Dow, and Mayor Dow has also brought his grandkids. Hello. Hi, can you tell us their names?
Yes, this one here's Landon, he's 9, and this one here's Parker, and he's 8. They're here today with me to enjoy the open house for the police department and stuff, and they're looking forward to getting their ride in the police car. So,
speaking of police cars, we're actually standing in front of one, a 1953 police car. Do you remember one of these, Mayor?
I remember, I'm sure. Matter of fact, I had a car a little bit older than this when I was a kid. I had one, a 51 Ford. And my grandsons here reminded me, they says, "Guy, Grandpa, that's an old car." And I says, "Well, not that old."
It's a pretty car, actually. Have you been inside one of these?
Oh, yes, I've been inside of them. This one right here, this car right here was restored by the city yard. And all the employees basically did it by volunteering their time. And the money was donated and everything to restore this car back to what just about, well, beginning of time for Buena Park. This was the place car when we got incorporated.
Well, it's a beauty, and we just have to ask, have you been in the back of one of these cars?
Well, maybe.
Between us.
Maybe once or twice when I was a kid, this size over here. Back then, they actually had stuff, if they caught you out at like 9 o'clock at night, they actually picked you up and took you home. Oh, yeah.
You got in trouble.
A couple times I got caught out after 9 o'clock, yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Mayor, and we hope you guys have a lot of fun today.
We did have a lot of fun.
What are you guys looking forward to the most?
We're looking forward to getting in a police car.
And what about you, Landon?
The same thing.
Well, have fun, guys. Thank you, Mayor.
Hopefully they just do it while they're young, it's not when they're older. Yeah.
Thank you. We're here at one of the most interesting spots at the event, the Swat tent, and here to tell us more about it is Sergeant Nunez. Hi, Sergeant.
Good morning. It's nice to see you this morning. This event is always an interesting event for the community, and we do get a lot of traffic, a lot of foot traffic here, as you can see behind me at our SWAT booth. I'd like to introduce one of my colleagues. This is Detective Jesse Alfonso.
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
His role on the SWAT team, his role on the SWAT team is as a sniper, and the weapon in front of you here is I believe, is this your sniper rifle?
Yes, it is. Yeah. This is my sniper rifle. It's a 308. It's dipped in digicam, as you can see here. There's also, we have here out here is our ghillie suit, and also our concealment, which we have is our kind of like a camo army green blanket that we could actually use when we're actually set up on top of a grass field or something like that.
So tell us a little bit about the SWAT team. Which one of you guys should?
Well, we can both probably do a little explanation. Our team is made up of a few elements, such as snipers, as I mentioned, and then there is an entry component to the team as well, and those are the officers who would actually go inside a building or actually affect the tactical piece of the operation. There is a C&T. Those are negotiators, and this table here to your left, there's some equipment there that they would use. It's for communications and negotiations, those kinds of things. And then behind me to my right, there are other weapons and equipment that we would use, just depending on the circumstances of the incident that we're working on. So in all total, there's about 20 members on our team. That would include our commander all the way down to supervisors. I'm one of 3 supervisors on the team, and then all of the operators or team members.
Detective, speaking of all the equipment that you just showed us, there was some activity that went on earlier this year. Can you tell us about that event that happened there on Beach Boulevard and Rosecrans?
Yes, earlier this year we had an activation during the middle of the day, which was the information that I received when I was home at the time with my family, was a hostage takeover robbery at the bank, and we had at least 1 to maybe 2 hostages, and the suspect was armed with, at the time believed, was a long rifle. So responded out to the scene along with my counterparts, and we ended up setting up on the bank. And our job is to put ourselves in a position to be able to observe and report and give the information out, vital information out to the rest of the team, as my sergeant mentioned, the entry element. as well as our dispatchers and our command post where our watch commander's at. So they paint them a picture of what's going on out on the field. That day was a very chaotic day. We had hundreds of officers there, not just from our agency, but from all jurisdictions to work together to solve this problem that we had that day.
And how did you guys end up solving it?
Well, we tried negotiations for quite some time to try to have the suspect surrender and to release the hostage, and we were met with negative results. He wasn't coming out. So we tried a lot of the technology that my sergeant talked to you about that we have here. We utilized all the tools that we had available to us. In addition to that, we also used other resources as a bomb squad to get the robots. I'm sure you guys saw the video footage on that. And ultimately, it turned out in us making entry and getting into a shootout with the suspect.
So, Detective, thank you so much for your service with the police department. I know you guys play such a crucial and important role to the police department, so thank you for that.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for having us. Thank you.
We're standing here at one of the most popular tents here at the event, the Canine Tent, and standing with me is Officer Bailey. Hi, Officer Bailey.
Hi, how are you doing?
And this is your dog, Tara. Hi, Tara. So tell us about the Canine Unit.
Well, the Canine Unit supports patrol. We're there to help them find suspects and narcotics.
And how old is Tara?
Tara's 10 years old. She's a Belgian Malinois, and she's set to retire next week.
Oh, next week. And she's been fully trained with everything the past couple of years that she's been with you guys?
Yeah, we train extensively. We went through a 5-week academy, and we train once a week, every week since we got her about 8 years ago.
So will you be getting a new dog then?
No, I'm going to go back to patrol. They already have a new dog and a new handler's picked. They're going to replace us, and they're getting ready to start as soon as we leave.
So, Officer Bailey, what do you like about the Buena Park Police Department?
I love the opportunity to serve the community and get out and meet all the people and just do a good job.
And speaking of patrol, there's a patrol car over there that we're going to go check out, so we'll see you in a bit. Here we are with Officer Bear, and we're actually standing in front of a police car, police unit. Hello, Officer Bear. So usually there's really long lines, but we have dibs on it, and can you take us for a ride later?
Absolutely. We'll give you a private ride.
Tell us a little bit about this car.
This is the 2009 Crown Victoria. It's fully equipped for all of our police work. We have a camera in here that gives us all the information we need to do our patrol work. We also have video cameras that not only record what's going on in front of us in traffic, but also what's going on in the back seat. If we have a prisoner, we can record what's going on back there and make sure that person is safe. They're fully equipped in the back with all kinds of rescue equipment, including automatic defibrillators. We have all kinds of equipment back there. Mm-hmm.
So how long have you been with the police department?
I've only been with Buena Park Police Department 4 years. Before that, I worked with a couple different departments, and I've been doing this 19 years.
And what do you like the most about this police department?
We're a very family atmosphere here. When I started here, I was welcomed right away and became friends with a lot of the officers. And not only on duty but off duty, we're a big family.
Officer Bear, shall we go for a ride?
Absolutely, it's time. Let's go.
Let's go. I don't like it back here. The seats are not even comfortable. Can I sit in the front?
Absolutely. But let me tell you something about these seats real quick. The reason they're uncomfortable is that they're made of hard plastic. You also notice they're molded a little bit differently than your back seat of your normal police car or your normal family car, and that's because the people that ride back here are usually in handcuffs. When people have their hands behind their back and in handcuffs, these seats are actually molded so they have a place for their hands, and it's actually very comfortable when you have your hands behind your back. So there's actually a place for both your arms, your elbows, and your hands to be comfortably positioned behind your back, and that way it keeps them safe and comfortable while they're back here.
Definitely not where I want to be.
Why don't you ride in the front with me?
All right.
Okay.
I've never been in a police car before, and there's a lot of equipment and gadget up here, officer. So tell us a little bit about this.
Absolutely. You'll notice that there's a lot of equipment in here, and they seem to keep adding more every year. Not only do I have the regular family car stuff, I've got my air conditioning, my AM/FM radio, but we also have a computer in here that tells us everything that's going on in the city. They have all the calls for service that are pending and where the officers are going right now. I can actually bring up a map of the city and see where each police car is in the city right now on a GPS. It tells us if we need to run somebody for wants or warrants, or if we need to run a license plate to find out whether the car is stolen or something. It can give me all that information. This is probably the most important part of our equipment here. We also have a camera that's located in the front window of the police car, and we can actually turn that if we need to turn it to face something else or see something. That also records everything up on this screen up here, so we can see actually what we're recording. It has a camera that actually faces back in the back seat, so we can record what's happening in the back seat of the police car. And it's nice because if we need to go to court and we need any of that evidence, we can actually make a copy of this recording and actually take it to court with us and let the judge see exactly what we saw that day.
Below here?
These are our police radios. We have a radio, not only one radio that tells, which is our dispatch telling us where to go. We also have a county-wide radio that's in here, so we can have, it's an emergency station that's always on, and we can hear anything that happens that's big in the whole county. There's a pursuit that's coming through our city. They will actually get onto that frequency and tell us that they're coming, so that we can know what's happening with the rest of the county. This other box down here controls all the lights on the car. Everything from the red and blue flashing lights to we have a strobe light that helps change the signals for us, and we also have an arrow stick on the back which directs cars behind us which way to go, so we can tell them to go to the left or the right or split lanes around us.
So Officer Bear, where are you going to take us today?
We're going to take you for a little quick tour around the block. We're going to show you some excitement, so we're going to turn on some lights and siren and see, let you see what we do.
Awesome. Let's go.
Let's do it.
1 out of 12.
Do an emergency call.
Oh, so you're going to take us to an emergency call?
Yeah, here we go.
Alrighty.
Is yielding to us. You should always pull to the right and stop just like that gentleman did. Yep. Usually go much over the speed limit, and the reason for that is it becomes very dangerous, not only for other drivers, but it becomes dangerous for us as well.
So that was exciting, Officer Bear.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
But I never want to get back in there again.
No, this is your one and only time to ride in the police car.
Thank you so much for taking us on a ride.
You're very welcome.
Welcome to the Buena Park Police Department Open House. Get well soon, Montse.
So look who I caught up with, our Mayor Pro Tem Beth Swift, who is here to tell us more about today's event. Hi, Mayor Pro Tem Beth Swift.
Hi, it's good to be here. It's a great event, perfect temperature, a lot of people, a lot of families, and lots of activities for them. Tours of both City Hall and the Police Department, and badges for the kids from the police officers, and community groups that are here. And I'm representing the Rotary Club as well as the City Council. We have books and bags for babies. We did 200 of these bags with reference materials for parents about the importance of reading to your children, and then a touch and feel book for them to start reading to their babies as soon as possible. As soon as they're born, they can start reading to them.
So these are going to go to new parents.
Parents of new babies, and we want everybody to read to their children every day. At bedtime, of course, is the best time, and it's a regular time they could do it. But it'll help everybody in school.
Speaking of children and parents, a lot of them are out here at this event today. So tell us, what do you think is so good about today's event?
Well, it shows the people that city is accessible to everybody. You can meet our community development director. You can meet the Parks and Rec director. You can meet city council members. You can meet the police chief. And we're here to serve the public, and so that's what we're doing today.
And speaking of which, I actually saw you on KTLA a couple of days ago about our city. Tell us what that was all about.
Oh, that was a lot of fun. We had entered a contest, most fun city, small city in the U.S., and we were head-to-head in a competition with actually 5 other cities, but they had one mayor on the phone from Denton, Texas. So I had to promote all the fun things that Buena Park has, and he was attempting to promote fun things in Denton, Texas. I think, according to the host of the show, Buena Park won.
Which is an awesome title to have for Buena Park.
Yes, I want the more awards, the better. We're a great little city, and there's lots for people to do, lots of reasons for families to stay here, live here, work here, go to school here. And so I want everybody in the U.S. to know what a good place this is.
Speaking of which, we're going to actually go talk to some residents as well and ask them why they like Buena Park so much.
Oh, good. Because, and if you want my spiel from KTLA's event, we have 5 major attractions: Knott's Berry Farm, Soak City, Independence Hall, Medieval Times, Pirates, and our historic district over here. So lots to do in Buena Park.
I'm here with John Pickett, who's a Buena Park resident. And John, hello. And hello to your daughter, Emily. Have you guys been here before to the open house?
No, this is our first time coming here.
So did you guys just get here?
Yes, we did.
There's actually a lot of cool things here that to check out. What do you want to check out?
We just had our picture taken with the motorcycle officer, and just take a look at the helicopter, and I think we're gonna go walk around to these different venues here. So
there's actually a community center that recently opened. Have you guys been there?
No, we haven't.
Afterwards, you guys should go check it out. And also a tour going on inside the police station too.
Okay, oh, definitely. We'll definitely have to check that out.
So you told me you were a Buena Park resident. What do you think about events such as this for the residents?
I think it's huge. It gets the community out to see what the police department in the city does. You know, the police department's a huge visible. It's very visible in the city, and I think that's awesome that they're doing something like this.
So we have a family out here, and standing with me is Tom, his grandson River, and also his daughter Ashley. Hello, guys. So what are you guys doing out here today?
Well, we came out to support the police department. My wife works here, and so we thought we'd come and see what was happening.
Did you guys go inside the station?
Yeah. We haven't yet. We just got here, but we're going to go inside the police department. And little River wanted to see the helicopter take off because he loves helicopters.
So what do you think about events such as this for the community?
Oh, I think they're great. It builds, builds a community spirit.
Okay, I'm standing here with longtime residents of Buena Park, the Roddens family. Hello, Roddens.
How are you?
So, is this your first time here?
At the new facility, yeah. So we thought we'd come by here and check it out, and check out where our taxpayers' money is going, and see how things are, and visit with council members and mingle with the community and see what's going on. So.
Nathan, what have you checked out thus far?
So far I've checked out the booths that you have here, and we were just about to go look in the jail, but they shut it down for now.
It's okay, there's plenty of other activities to actually look, the ride along, the helicopter.
Yeah.
I get to ride in the helicopter, there you go.
Yeah. So what do you guys think about events such as this for the community?
Oh, I think it's great. I think it's the one way of getting to know your city council members, your police department, and just getting to know your neighbors that you may see but you really don't say hi to. You can pass by and just, getting to know your neighbors. It's all about communication and being neighborly. And I think that's very important.
And Mom, tell us about the A's hat that you guys are all wearing and the shirt. Standing here.
Through Parks and Rec, we signed up for baseball for Nathan. We just got done with the game, and we tied it up.
So another great program through the city.
Absolutely. We try to stay real involved with the city programs, and we used to come to this event every single year up until last year. But we knew we had to stop by when they got the new building.
Right. And actually, speaking of the new building, there's a new building over there, the old police station, the community center. Have you guys checked that out?
Yeah, well, not today. We haven't. We should go do that.
Yeah, actually, that's where the Parks and Rec had moved. They were at the Elders Club, and they moved over here. So it's nice that they're using an old facility to expand a current project that they got going on. So I think it's a really neighborly friendly, you could say.
It's very awesome, state of the art. You guys should definitely go check it out and have fun at the rest of your time here.
Thank you so much.
It was nice meeting a new face on.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you to everyone who spoke with me. Now here's some footage of the brand new police station.
Because they've been victim of crimes, just need some kind of advice, parking ticket, get their vehicle out, numerous things. A lot of times the front counter people can handle many things, even reports.
Everyone, welcome to the Buena Park Police Department range. This is one of our best features in this entire department. We designed this range to be top of the line, state of the art. Advantages to this range are we have a very, very state of the art climate control system, air filtration system. These filtration systems here, when they're turned on as we shoot our weapons, any of the toxic chemicals that are emitted from our weapons are immediately captured and put into a filtration system, so we're not breathing the toxic chemicals. Additionally, if you look down at the end of the range, you'll see that the range is ramped from top down and from bottom up. There's a small slit in the middle. That's what's known as a bullet trap. The lead projectiles that come out of our pistols, out of our rifles, out of our shotguns, all end up in this trap, keeping all the toxic chemicals away from us and in a safe location.
Not only do we practice with live fire, but we also practice with what's called simulation or simulators, so that the officers, just like a fighter pilot practices with a simulator, it gets our officers thinking, it presents them with different scenarios so that when they're presented with the same type of scenarios in the field, they can react as what they're trained to do. Presented with a scenario, and we evaluate how they react to that scenario. So for instance, this one, they would have all their tool belts with them or their stand ground with them, and then they choose the options that they want to deploy. Drop the weapon! Drop the weapon! Will not take it. Like I said, sometimes we do get drunk people. Instead of putting them in here where they might go on a bump and end up falling off and hurting themselves. So right behind you there is a padded cell. There's no bed. There's a toilet and a sink. Hey, yeah, don't close the doors because I don't have the keys, guys. They didn't give me one today. So if you get locked in, you stay until the 3 days. Yeah. By law, everyone's allowed to get their phone calls. People think it's just the 3. By law, you can have a minimum 3, but if they want to make select calls after the 3, people are more than welcome to do that. Cell phones don't work in here because arrestees want to use their cell phones, which I've let them do in our old jail because it saves us money. Yeah, in here, because of the way the building's set up, we don't have a repeater, so some cell phones don't work in here. Some do, some don't. They've been working on that problem.
Oh, this is one more dispatch office. We can man 5 dispatchers here. Right now there's 2 on hand. They'll be here for any 10 or 12 hours a day because they're home. I mean, they don't even walk out that door when they walk in here. No, well, they'll take breaks and stuff, but you know, they're basically trapped in here for the shift. Because they can monitor the city, see the cameras, people going into jail, the front door, and all calls for services come through the dispatch. So if you call, you're going to get one of these ladies or gentlemen to talk to.
Always a great attraction here at the open house. We're standing in front of the CHP helicopter, and here with me to tell us more about it is Flight Officer Esham. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
So tell us about this beautiful helicopter behind us.
Well, this helicopter was actually picked up by the Highway Patrol in the early 90s. It's been retrofitted to fit the aviation for police enforcement. It was recently upgraded with all the new avionics of the day, so touch screens. It has a FLIR infrared for seeing at night. It has a night sun, as we call it. It's the bright light that you see on the news all the time. We have one pilot and an observer or a co-pilot. One flies the aircraft while the other one talks on the radio to the ground units.
So how long have you been a pilot for?
I've been with the aviation unit for about 6 years now.
What do you like most about being a pilot?
I get to see everything, that all the big action things that happen that you see on the news is usually what we're involved in. And I get the overall picture of what everybody gets to do, and I pretty much get to control everything from up there.
I'm here with Jose in front of, or actually back of, the helicopter. And Jose, what do you like about the helicopter?
I like its color, black and white, and the light when it's dark you can see.
And do you want to go inside one day? And are you having fun at the open house today?
Yes.
What else did you see here?
I saw police dogs, motorcycles.
So out of all of them, which one was your favorite?
The helicopter.
Thank you so much, Jose. Have fun.
Thank you.
So I'm sitting here with Elizabeth, who's the Director of Community Programs at Giving Children Hope, and it's also an organization that's very dear to my heart. And Elizabeth is here to tell us and share with us more about Giving Children Hope. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi, Kathy. Thank you so much for taking the time to interview me. And Giving Children Hope has actually been around now for 19 years, 5 years in the community. We work directly with elementary schools within Buena Park to bring children who have been identified as homeless with nutritious food on a weekly basis. And we also have just opened up our Buena Park Community Clinic, which is open to the community, to people that either have very little insurance or none available to them. So I just, thank you for having me on for a few minutes, and I welcome all the community to come down to our facility and view what we do.
And the facility is actually based in Buena Park.
It is. It's right on Commonwealth between Dale and Stanton. It's within walking distance within most of our community that would benefit from our services.
So as Director of Programs, Community Programs, tell us what you do.
I'm actually the one mostly out there in the community doing a lot of public relations, meeting with amazing people like you and amazing with all of our service clubs, our community members, just trying to get them engaged with our programs and really bringing the community around what we do, because once people understand what we do and what we're about, it's really easy for everybody to want to get involved and help not only our children but also adults that are in need.
So tell us how people can get in touch with Giving Children Hope.
Please come to our website. It's www.gchope.org, and you can find all volunteer opportunities there. We have internships, we have special events, we have you just come to our facility and work, but we have something for everybody.
Great. Thank you so much, Elizabeth.
Thank you.
Wow, this was such a great event, and it's a very good way for you to come out and talk to our police force. Bring your family out, and if you guys missed it this year, you can check it out next year. And be sure to check us out on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and also on buenapark.com. I'm your host, Cathy Kim. Thanks for watching Inside Buena Park. We'll see you next time.
Driver, slowly, step out of the vehicle, facing away from my boys. Driver, slowly step back, to the sound of my voice. Slowly walk back to the sound of my voice, until I tell you. Right rear passenger, left hand, open the door from the outside. Buena Park PD, commitment to service.